When we think about robots exploring places like the Moon or Mars, we usually picture them with wheels or legs, slowly crawling across dusty landscapes. But a team at Texas A&M, led by Robert Ambrose, has decided to try something very different. Instead of building another rover with tracks or limbs, they've come up with a design that looks more like a giant ball, something that can literally roll over rough terrain instead of stepping or driving across it. If you've ever watched vintage cult television, you might be reminded of The Prisoner. That show, a wild blend of spy thriller, science fiction, and political allegory from the 1960s, featured all sorts of strange and unsettling details. Among its most memorable oddities was a bizarre rolling robot that looked like a huge white balloon. It would bounce and chase after people, engulfing anyone who tried to escape. Believe it or not, that terrifying thing wasn't even planned. The original prop, a robotic go-kart, broke down during filming, so the crew improvised with a weather balloon, some water for weight, and a fan to push it around. The result was both creepy and unforgettable. While it's not clear if Ambrose and his team drew inspiration from that TV monster, their RoboBall project actually began at NASA back in 2003. When Ambrose later joined the Robotics and Automation Design Lab at Texas A&M, he and graduate students Rishi Jangale and Derek Pravechek picked up the idea again. Thanks to funding from the Chancellor's Research Initiative and the Governor's University Research Initiative, they started building real prototypes. The first was RoboBall II, which is basically a lab version with a 2-foot diameter. From the outside, it looks simple, a smooth, soft shell, but inside, it's surprisingly clever. A pendulum system combined with motors helps it move. As the pendulum swings inside the ball, it shifts momentum, making the entire sphere roll in a chosen direction. In testing, RoboBall II showed off some impressive moves, rolling across grass, gravel, sand, and even water. At its fastest, it reached about 20 miles per hour, which is pretty quick for something that's just a ball. Then came RoboBall III, the larger and more advanced model. At 6 feet across, this version isn't just for testing concepts. It's designed to carry real equipment like sensors, cameras, and tools for collecting samples. What makes it especially interesting is that it can inflate or deflate itself to change traction. That means it can handle different surfaces more easily, while also cutting down on wear and tear. And since it doesn't have a right side up, it can't really tip over, which gives it an edge over traditional rovers. The team is now planning to put RoboBall III through its paces on the beaches of Galveston. These tests will focus on transitions between water and land, which could be vital for planetary exploration. Beyond space, the researchers also see possibilities here on Earth, particularly for search and rescue missions, where a rolling, self-righting robot could navigate debris or tough terrain more effectively than many existing machines. It's exciting to think that the next generation of exploration robots might not walk or drive at all, but roll, bounce, and glide their way across alien landscapes. The RoboBall project is still in development, but it shows how a fresh idea, and maybe a little inspiration from a quirky 1960s TV show, can open up entirely new possibilities for science and discovery.